Welcome guys, welcome back. Here with another installment of Punch 2021 workout. That's 20-minute workouts for the next 21 days. We are on day number 14 here. So for today, we're gonna do a hybrid 10. So what that is combination exercises. We're gonna do 10 different exercises for 2 minutes apiece. You see the 20 minutes right behind me. So 10 exercises, 20 apiece. Well, 20 minutes. So you know what that means. Very minimal rest today. We're gonna use that 2 minutes, transition right to the next one. You know how I do this thing. So just kind of follow me, see as I go along. I'll add some modifications along the way, just in case you have any issues. So before we start, we'll do some dynamic stretches and then we'll get right into the workout. So here we go. It's gonna pull your knees to your chest. So standing position, we'll pull the knee right into the chest. Now we'll keep going from there. Again, going for 10 reps, nice and easy. Getting a little stretch in the glutes there. A little hyperextension in the hip flexor as well. Warming that heart rate, right? Getting that heart rate up just a little bit. 3, 2, 1. I want to open my feet a little wider, and I'll reach down toward the ground, come back up, and reach down, get that hamstring stretch. Loosen up that lower back as well. 2, 1. Now I want to step back to a high plank position. I'll pick my hips up just like a downward dog, and I'll drop them down just like a cobra stretch. And I'll do about 10 of these. Make sure you get that stretch on each end there. There you go. Get loose, guys. Get loose. We got a lot of action going on for you coming up next. So we're going to do about 10 of these, taking your time with each end of this movement. As I drop my hips down, I want to go all the way to the ground. You can place the back of your foot, you can place the top of your foot on the ground, and then plant those feet again. Come back up, sit back on the heels. There you go. That's all we need, just a little taste of a stretch. Let's get to action, shall we? So here we go, guys. So your first exercise, get that heart rate up a little bit. We're gonna do high knees in the mountain climbers. So I want to do 4 high knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll walk my hands out to a push-up position, and I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4 mountain climbers. Walk back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back up. Bend the knees as you go back. I'll show you from the side. 3, 4. Walk out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back. 1, 2. And we'll do that for these next 2 minutes here. Take your time with it. Make sure those shoulders are over the hands there. And we'll walk back up. Show you from the side. You want to drive those knees up at least waist high. We'll drive them up from there. You can reduce the impact by marching as well. You can take a little jump out and just focus on the walk out there. Come back in, same way. Got options for you. Notice I'm stopping so I can stabilize my core first, then I'll move on to my mountain climbers there. 30 seconds left. Seconds. Just enough time for one more. Now let's move on to the next one. So what we do is go right to that push-up position, kind of flow right into that. I'll drop down, I'll do one push-up, and I want to take my right hand and touch my left knee. So I'll show you from here. I'm touching the knee, so I'm bringing my knee in toward my chest, kind of like a mountain climber, and I want to tap right there. I'll do another push-up, And then I'll switch to the opposite side with my left hand touching my right knee, and I'll drop down from there. You can also drop your push-up like so, go back to your high plank position, and we'll tap the knee from there. Or if you want more of a challenge, you can reach all the way for your top of your foot, and we'll drop our push-up, go for the top of that foot. The key is to keep your core as tight as possible. Keep that back straight, flex the quads. Ooh, a lot of time left. Starting to feel it already. About 10 seconds left, guys. There we go. Moving on to our next one, which is going to be a core maneuver. So we'll lay on your back. We want to draw those feet in, pick yourselves up into a hip raise, extend the legs, open the arms up, and we'll go with the V up from there. So I want you to plant your feet, raise your hips, extend everything, and go right into a V up. And we'll keep going from there. If you can't quite get the elevation on the V up, you can just draw your knees in to your elbows, do a bit of a double crunch there, and we'll go back to our hip raise. You can place your arms on the side or bend as long as the elbows are touching the floor, you should be good for the hip raise. We'll take it from there. Nice big exhale on the way up. Seconds left, guys. Nice and smooth on your movement. Try to control your body on the way down as well. Just as important to work on those stabilizers as you go down. Well, I got one more for you, don't worry. One here. And one here. We're gonna transition right to our next one. We're gonna take our right leg, lunge down, come up. We're gonna do a little double switch. Get a little cardio involved, and we'll bring that right knee down every time. So here, switch, switch, drop. Switch, drop. And we'll do that for an entire minute on one side, entire minute on the other side. If you wanna reduce the impact there, I'll just step back into my lunge, come up, and then I'll do a little step right there. I took a step forward, back, drop my lunge. Forward, back, get a little footwork there. Just take a few steps forward and back. That way we keep the tempo and the cardio going. Carry on. All right, now let's switch to the other side. Keep that going. Left leg goes back now. Get a little momentum swing with the arms there. Try to help out the explosive part of the jump. 30 seconds left. Don't forget your modifier. Step in, step back. Little salsa step right there. Doesn't hurt anybody. There we go. So, next on the menu, we're gonna get in the athletic stance right here. I wanna kind of drop down into a crawl position and push myself back into an athletic or squatted position there. So, I wanna open my feet about shoulder width. I'll drop, push off, use that upper body, use that chest, use your triceps, shoulders. Want to stay low in that squat. Almost think of a push-up. Bend the elbows just slightly and generate enough force to get back up on your feet. Want to maintain a little bit of a squat position there. I'm still keeping my weight shifted forward. It's like I'm falling forward every time and just catching myself with the hands. Trying to keep that squat much harder than it looks. 30 seconds left, guys. Now, if this gives you trouble, of course, you can just place the fingertips, work on the mobility of that, which is equally as important. So I just go here and kind of tap my knee, come down, stay in that squat position. 10 seconds left. All right. Next up, plank position. So what we're gonna do is do plank reaches. So I wanna get in a low plank. I wanna reach up, bring it back here, reach up again, and go back down. Reach up, swim the arm around. Try to make sure that that arm is as straight as possible. Work those lat muscles, swim it around, touch here, come right back. Make a big semicircle with the arm there and alternate each time. Reach up first. I'm switching my palm back. I want to touch my hip or my thigh and come right back. Low core, working the lats here, working the shoulders, working the back. Hybrid, gotta challenge different muscle groups. You'll burn more calories like that. Be more efficient workout in a short period of time. Let's say 20 minutes or so. I'm still trying to shift the weight forward, although I'm on one arm. You can also drop to the knee on this as well if you need to. Same motion, my knees are on the ground. I'll just finish that modifier for you. But you want to keep that principle the same, where you shift the hips forward, keep your back as straight as you can, and we'll take it from there. One more. All right, moving on, we're getting there. You want to be in a tricep dip position here. I have my hips up. I want to try to maintain my hips in an elevated position, and want to take my right hand and reach for my left toe, and I want to switch from there. So I'm keeping the knees bent at a 90-degree angle, and I'm turning my body. Very quick movement and bringing my opposite hand to the tip of my toes there. Now, if this one gives you trouble, you can go here. You can extend the legs out a little bit and work on a little bit of core stability from there. As a nice modifier, I'm turning my body a little bit more, so I'm able to engage my obliques a little bit more, get a little more load on the tricep, single arm tricep. Options, guys, don't worry. So we got a minute left. You choose the option that works for you best. I also have my toes flexed up, a little bit more challenging on my core stability and my balance. Make sure you stabilize yourself first before you make that move. It's a short, quick movement. Keeping my arms locked out while I engage those triceps. Good for the triceps. Getting my hips involved. Working on those glutes a little bit. Definitely working on those hamstrings. We have 20 seconds left. Raising my hips just a little bit more as I come up. Control, control, control. There you go. One more. All right, here we go, guys. Let's pick this thing up, shall we? So, we want to do a lateral jump to the side, followed by a thruster. So I'll just jump back right into standing position. Just got to jump my feet back. I'll show you from the side. Lateral jump, squat down, hands to the ground, shoot those legs back, come back up to an athletic position, and I'll jump from there. I want to keep my feet about shoulder width apart. There you go. You find a pace that works for you best. A little cardio here, working on those legs. Now to reduce the impact of said maneuver, I'm just going to squat down. I'll step back, step up, and I'll take a little side step, reduce that impact on the knees and the hips. Step back, step forward, move to the side. Step back, same movement, same technique on the squat. We're just reducing the impact. So let's go with your option. I will finish that 50 seconds. Little short, quick jump. I'm going to use this line as my guide right here. You can use a line on the floor. That way you land in the same spot every time. Ooh, we're getting there. We are getting there. Notice I'm keeping a slight bend on my knee, even as I shift the weight to the side. I want to keep that pressure on my legs there. Getting that nice burn on my quads, my calves, everything's going right now. All right, as we move on, you want to do a hurdler stretch. So I want to step back with my right leg. Right from here, I want to free this hand here, keep it here, or keep it in front of you. You want to step up and go right to a standing position. I want to stay on that side for a minute. Step back, come up. Using my arm strength to keep me in place. You can also keep that leg out, make it a little bit more challenging. So as I go down, I kick my leg out and I go right to standing position. Kind of modified single leg squat, if you will. I can step back, get a little bit more mobility right there. Yeah. So I have my squat down first. I want to get my hands centered between my feet, and then I'll step back from there. All right, you know what it is. We're gonna move on to the other side. Let's get that left leg back once again. Catch it, knees out to the side a little bit, and I'll step up from there. I want to keep this hand free, just using my opposite hand to catch myself. And here we go. I'll show you from the front here. Just kind of leaving that hand freely. Move it here, come back up. Remember that challenging one? I squat down, kick my leg out, plant the foot, come up from there. Just don't touch the floor. And you'll get a little bit of extra burn on that standing leg. That's where the sneaky part comes in. You think it looks like a stretch, which it is, but once you start putting some movement into it, then it becomes more challenging. Ooh, you wouldn't tell me what time it is. You wouldn't tell me. All right, one more. All right, moving on to our final exercise of the day. We're just gonna do a back step lunge with a jack motion on the arms. Go here. I want to keep my arms as extended as possible. Get the shoulders in and kind of step back, step back. If you want a bit of a challenge, you can start here and then switch. Start here, switch, and move on. This may compromise your arm movement, which is also important. So I'm gonna stick with my lunge and working on my shoulders and my arms by keeping my arms as straight as possible. Keeping my chest and shoulders up. And let that dictate how far you take your lunge. Notice my hand positioning changes. As I come down, my palms go toward the floor. I'll pick back up. Just a little rotation of the wrist. You'll notice you're feeling that a little bit more in those shoulders and those rotator cuffs, which is great for working those areas because our shoulders move in such a complex way. We need to work it from every angle. Are we there yet? You know why I'm not looking back? Because I know that buzzer, that bell is about to ring. So I'll just keep working until we get there. Feel free to do the same. I'm still, although I'm stepping back with my lunge, I'm putting the weight on the front leg as I push up, driving through the front of my heel. All right. Shut up, clock. All right. Well, here we go again. We did that thing. We did that thing. Day 13 in the books. Back at you. You know how it goes. Hybrid 10 workout. Combination of everything. Just fusing together some different exercise movements, making it one exercise, challenging different muscle groups at the same time, engaging all the core, arms, shoulders, legs, you name it. We did it today. So good work. Once again, we'll be back at you tomorrow for another one. We're getting close to the end of our 2021. So you know I'm gonna have some fire for you in the end. Until next time, this is Miguel. This is Punch Fitness Center, and we're out of here. Punch out. Bang.